Hey everybody, welcome back. If you're new here, hi, I'm Mercury. So today I wanted to talk about something that I'm trying out. Trying this out. I don't know if anything will come of it, but I had never done this before, and it's cruise related. So I mentioned before that I did book another cruise for myself. I'm going to be sailing in the near future, so near that I recently got an email. So Royal Caribbean has this program called the Royalup program. And basically what that is it's like you can bid on an upgrade for your stateroom. So let me explain. And I wanted to sort of like talk about my understanding of how the program works and how I'm like figuring it out. I don't speak for Royal Caribbean or the brand. I'm just like, I've never done this before and I'm trying to navigate it. So I want to share with you what I'm learning as I'm like navigating this program they have. So Mercury, what is this Royalup program? How does this work? Basically, my understanding is that like you book your stateroom, right? You have your reservation, you have your stateroom, and you could have either picked your specific stateroom or have like a guaranteed stateroom, which basically means you will get a room of a specific type, but you didn't necessarily pick the exact room number you're gonna get, right? So you did one of those two things when you booked your reservation for your cruise. So that's what I did. In my case, I had booked a specific stateroom number, and that's fine. It just, sometimes there's better rates if you pick your stateroom number, and sometimes there's better rates if you do the guarantee stateroom. And I'm not picky, but sometimes people do want specific locations. Sometimes people like lower decks or the center of the ship because you feel the movement less. Sometimes people might like to be towards the front. It might like to be towards an elevator and stairwell, or might want to be far away from that, right? So everyone has sort of a different taste as to like what works best for them. So there's different reasons why one option would be better suited for an individual versus another. For me, I'm generally, not too picky about it. So whichever gives me the better cost is generally going to be the best deal for me. So for this trip, I was just looking for like an affordable, quick getaway because I'm cruising solo on this one. I get charged the single supplement, which is really, really annoying in my opinion, because it's like I literally have to pay for two people's, like I'm paying the same as if I was going with someone as if I was cruising solo. Because the way the cruise lines view it is it's like they're losing out on whatever revenue that person would be spending on board, whether it would be like drinks or add-ons or whatever the case may be, right? That's the perception. So they charge the supplement for a second person not being in the room. It sucks, I know. But whenever I cruise solo, I try to make sure that I'm going like where there's a good deal. Like Icon of the Seas to cruise solo, that was way, way too expensive. But I'm able to take this next cruise that I'm doing at a much lower rate. So I do a lot of like cost comparisons for that. The other thing is sometimes when I cruise solo, they do have a handful of solo cabins. You have to book in advance for these. They go pretty quickly and there's only a few of them. But I'll throw a link up at the end of this. There have been times that I've had those solo cabins. They have both interior solo cabins and they have like balcony solo cabins. And I remember I went on Anthem and got a balcony solo cabin. And the balcony, it was like where the, like if the ship was like shaped like this and then like this, it was like right where it like bumps out. So the balcony on that room was huge. It was almost as big as the room. It was a lot of space for balcony. It was something to behold in my opinion. So for this upcoming trip, because I was just looking for basics, I just booked like a basic interior cabin, right? I was just trying to be cost effective. I did this last minute. And And I was just like, I just want to get away. It's about the destination. I spend so little time in the stateroom. I'm always out and about, going to shows or trivia or this and then that. So I was like, I don't spend tremendous amounts of time in the stateroom. So it's okay. It's okay. So I've gotten this email in the past about the Royalup program. And I've generally been like, nah, I'm okay with the cabin I got. It's okay. But this time I was like, you know what? I've never tried it before. Let me see how this works. Let me try it out and see what happens. Now, in all fairness, I do not expect to get this upgrade. And let me explain why. The way that this program works is it's like they let you know what stateroom types are available for you to bid on. And they have like a minimum bid for the different types of rooms. And then, you don't have to bid the minimum. You could bid more than that, right? So you have the option of how much you want to bid. The thing that's annoying for me as a solo traveler is it's based on double occupancy, right? So if it says that it's like, I don't know, $50 to the minimum bid for this room, but I have to do double occupancy. So it's really $100 for the minimum bid. You got it? So it's normally per person for, I think, the first 2 people in the room. So for solo traveler, for your booking fees, you tend to be paying double with that single supplement. It also happens in the Royalup program as well. So they sent me this email and I clicked on the link to see what was available. And let me tell you the room types that they offered. So in this case, I had the option to bid on a promenade view interior room. There was also an ultra spacious ocean view room. There was a spacious panoramic ocean view and a balcony view or balcony room. So in this case, the ones that I did bid on, so you can bid on multiple, right? If you win, you will only win on one of the things you bid on, but you can bid on multiple room types. The ones that I placed a bid on was the promenade interior view. So that would still be an interior stateroom, but it has a window that looks onto the promenade where all the shops are, and generally there's like a parade that might happen on ships sometime. So if there's a parade, you can see it through that window. So I thought it would be, it would be fun. Another option that the other one I placed the bid on was the spacious panoramic ocean view room. So from looking at the pictures, it looks like instead of just like a circular portal, it looks like it had like really big, like floor to ceiling type of windows, but it's not a sliding, it's not a balcony, but it has bigger windows in it. And then the other one that I bid on was the ultra spacious ocean view room. I guess it's just a little bigger than a regular ocean view room. I don't know. But regardless, I placed a bid on it. I placed the minimum bid for all 3 of these. So if I get it, I get it. If I don't get it, I don't get it. And that's okay. I just wanted to kind of like test this program out and see what happens. And, sort of like how far before the cruise we get notified of it, if we get it or not get it. So I didn't bid on the balcony room because, as I mentioned before, as a solo traveler, I would get charged double, and the minimum bid for that was a little bit more than I wanted to spend. So I'm sort of the mindset, if I get it, great. If I don't get it, that's fine. I still have a room that I picked out. It's fine. And it's like, I'm getting away. It'll be fine, So I'm not worried about that. Another reason that I do not think I'm going to get it, aside from that I bid the minimum, it's going to be a very full sailing. Mercury, are you a fortune teller? How do you know it's going to be a very full sailing? There are ways that you can sort of tell what's going on with a cruise. One way is if after, you're already booked, you sort of like go to the website and you kind of like plug in for like, as if you were going to start to like book and you get to the part where you see all the room types and you see what room types are available, there's not a lot left. There's not a lot left. So it's like you don't complete the booking. You don't do that. But like you just go in and you like say on this cruise on this date going to this place, you know, what's available. And you can see what rooms are available. And I did that and there's only a couple of rooms. So it's a very, very full sailing. Another kind of like tip off to how full that sailing is the price. So when I booked it, the price was significantly lower than what it is now. Cruises really like use that sort of supply and demand model like to the T. So basically, if the supply is low and the demand is high, the price goes up. So the price is much higher now for my sailing than when I booked it. So I'm really glad I booked it when I did book it, but the price has also gone up dramatically. So that also tells me, hey, it's probably going to be a pretty full sailing. So the combination of only submitting the minimum bid for the Royalup program and having this like glimmer of that it's going to be a pretty full boat, I don't expect to get the upgrade, but I figure, you know, why not try? Why not try? It wasn't super expensive. Like, for example, let me see. For example, the upgrade to the interior promenade view was $25 was the minimum bid. So times 2 for me is like $50, right? So that's what I'm saying. Like, it wasn't a huge thing. I mean, sure, yeah, you could bid more than that. But for me, in this instance, I was like, I just want to try it out. You know, let's see. Let's see how lucky I am. Let's see what happens. So I'm trying it. And before I, you know, get to go sail away, I will let everyone know how that goes. It's not quite that time yet. There's still a couple of months, actually, before that time. So it is coming, but not quite yet, but just to give a sense of how far in advance they send that email. So I will keep everybody posted. So if there are any questions, if I didn't explain this clearly in any way, or there's anything anyone wants me to find out more about this program, and I'll do a little bit of research, put in the comments below and let me know. And I guess for now, I'm done for the day. I'll see you all real soon. And until then, stay inspired. Bye, everyone. Take care.